Now that I don't want you here, it's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Deidre Renee, back with another video, a WNBA talk. You know what I'm saying? Get into it. So, I'm going to talk about some things that I've been going over the past couple of days. So, Brianna Stewart, in this article, Brianna Stewart rips WNBA Commissioners Caitlin Clark injuries comments that sparked an uproar. So basically, the commissioner is saying that when you have multiple eyes on you, that this moment is like Caitlin versus Angels, like a Bird versus Magic moment, which we've all been hearing that, okay? We've all been hearing that this is a Bird versus Magic moment. But Bird versus Magic happened in 1979. So racism is even more like normalized in that time, very normal in that time to be racist and those different kind of things. She ends her statement with saying basically, but the one thing I know about sports is you need a rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequences between rivalries. They don't want everybody being nice to each other. And so Brianna just talks about it was just disappointing to hear, basically, for the commissioner to be saying that, considering you are the commissioner of the WNBA, for you to be making a comment like that was crazy, which was crazy to me. And also considering the fact of racism and injuries, stating comments and saying that she has been followed. She has been, basically, we know, they've been being racist, making threats to her, talking badly about her. Even on her podcast, she expressed that. So, and they're basically saying that they wish that Caitlin Clark would use her platform to be able to express, to not be racist, like her fans to not be racist. So I'm going to tell y'all my opinion. So everybody has an opinion. This is mine. First of all, I'm just be real. Caitlin is from Iowa. If you know Iowa people, it's different kinds of Iowa people. Iowa people are a different breed, especially regarding racism. People in Iowa and even the Indianas, they be so racist that they don't even be aware of racism, if that makes sense. Like, they say things and they don't think it's insulting because it's normal. That's how they talk amongst each other. When I say amongst each other, amongst Caucasian people, that's how they talk amongst each other. And they're racist. That's just it. So I don't think Caitlin was going to ever speak out or ever say anything in regards to defending Angel or defending her in regards to any racism, because that's not who she is. She speaks out about certain things, but she a white girl from Iowa. Angel Reese is a black girl from Baltimore, Maryland. Two different worlds, two different places. It's just, that's what it is. I never thought that Caitlin was going to speak up. Unlike Brianna Stewart, Caitlin did not play with a lot of black people. To be honest, I feel like who Caitlin is playing with now is the most black people she's ever played with. Besides maybe when she went to the USA team. Probably the USA team, and now is the most she's ever played with black people. Other than that, Caitlin grew up playing in Iowa, playing on the all Iowa attack team. She told us she played with boys, Grew up playing in Iowa on the All Iowa Tech team. You know what the All Iowa Tech team has? A whole bunch of white girls that run around and shoot. Come off screens, shoot. Shoot everywhere. They shoot like they shoot the ball. Fundamentally sound white girls, and that's who she's played with and played around. So this is probably the most consistent time that she is going to be playing in WNBA, continuously playing with a lot of black people, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, regarding Breanna Stewart, she's from North Syracuse, New York. So you being from New York, it's like, boom. New York is a big melting pot. New York is a melting pot that is literally has all different kind of cultures. Black people, Jewish people, white people, Asian people, German people, all kind of people. So Breanna Stewart is coming from a place of she don't see no color. Like, she's used to being around all different types of people. Like, that's normal to her. That's normal to you. And it's normal for her to be aware. Like, Breanna Stewart has an awareness to her. Like, she knows racism when she sees it. She knows what it looks like. Whether it's minute racism or it's blatant racism. And if you watch Breanna Stewart, she's been vocal about different things like she has. Rather than Caitlin Clark being from Iowa, around a whole bunch of white people, surrounded by white people, playing with white people, she doesn't feel like she needs, like, that's her place to speak and step up and speak, or she may not even know how to step up and speak and say what it is y'all feel she should say, because she might not even have the awareness to the mental capacity to be like, this is wrong, or blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Because, you know, I understand. I don't understand her not speaking up, because, of course, I want her to speak up, but it's like we in two different shoes in two different places. So coming from Breanna Stewart, I expected her to feel some type of way and speak up and say things, because she has spoken up before. But that's even with Breanna Stewart, even being a white woman, Caitlin being a white woman, they come from two very different places, like Iowa, India. That's India. Iowa, Indiana is probably the most racist states, in my opinion. If it's not the most racist states, then possibly one of the most states that is just fulfilled with the Caucasian population is way larger than any group. So, with that being said, I don't feel like Caitlin was ever going to speak up and ever going to say anything. And even with y'all making remarks and saying that she should speak up and say something, I don't think she's ever going to speak up and say anything. I think she's just going to ignore it. And not to say that she is a bad person. I just feel like she is a white person. And they just, I'm trying to see how to put this in words, but I'm just trying to be real. She is only concerned with what's concerning her. If it's affecting her, then maybe something said may not be said, but considering it's not affecting her and it doesn't involve her, she doesn't care, if that makes sense. Or she's pushing forward. And so that's why when this whole narrative of the whole WNBA being jealous of her was weird to me and strange to me, because it's like, how is the whole WNBA just coming after her? They coming after Angel too. You gotta adjust and adapt. And now that she's killing it, or she's back in her groove, breaking assist records and what have you, now is quiet. Now it's not this outrage. Now it's not all over ESPN. Oh my God, Caitlyn got pushed down. Oh my God, Caitlyn got the ball stolen from her. Oh my goodness. Now it's not no crying and no whining and none of that. And even with the Caitlyn adapting to the game and adjusting, which I knew she would do because Caitlyn is a great player, it's still racist remarks regarding Angel, regarding other players, and even the commissioner not even saying the racism is not okay. It's not under any circumstances. She talking about this is a Magic and Bird moment from 1978. Y'all know what was going on in 1978? We was barely at the Civil Rights era. She talking about this is a Magic and Bird moment. We was barely out of civil rights. Barely out of civil rights. She want to talk about it's a magic moment. Are you serious? Be so for real. Like, be for real with yourself. Like, be real with yourself, like, for the one time. Ain't no way you said that. Crazy. But that just let y'all know what narrative they be trying to push. At first, it was the poor Caitlyn narrative. She's getting attacked. They're jealous of her. They want her money. They're hating on her. Now, when it's a real issue at hand, racism still going on. Oh, this is just a Magic and Bird type of situation. This is just a situation of Magic and Bird. Like, this is normal. It shouldn't be normal. Racism shouldn't be normal. Ain't no normalcy in no racism. And that's what we be talking about. That's what we be saying. Y'all be trying to push this narrative. And I even see different streaming platforms like even Mace and Cam talking about how it's not her fault she gets treated special. Cool. It's not her fault she gets treated special. But right is right and wrong is wrong. When you stand on morals and principles of certain things, it's like, hey, you got some control over your fans to call that out a little bit. Like, you do. Honestly, you do. So, that's just one of those things. Like, I just felt the need to talk about it. Because I feel like it was inappropriate for her to be making those comments and those remarks. Considering the fact it's 2024 and you talking about a 1978 moment between Magic and Larry Bird, and it's 2024. We shouldn't be having a Magic and Larry Bird type of situation. You talking about on the competitive side on the basketball court. I'm sure you were referencing to the whole situation, which is a lot of racism going on. Like I said, we was barely at the civil rights era. So, what are we doing? Are we trying to move forward or backwards? Like, the WNBA commissioner, y'all talking about how the WNBA ain't making no money, the WNBA ain't doing this and that. You want more fans and you want to watch and all this and that. You want to move forward. It's a new era. So if it's going to be a new era, let's make it a new era. Let's not be talking about a situation from the past that also could be in relation to racism and how the fans, they don't want everybody to like each other, which in fact Angel Reese nor has Caitlyn never said that they didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? Strange. But like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your opinion. This is my opinion, and it is what it is.